Daily CFC Focus said you talking.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another live stream. So guys,
Daily CFC Focus said hi Lee.
hello there Daily, welcome to the stream, welcome guys. I hope we are all doing good today. We are here for the launch of the
Daily
NG23.
CFC Focus said I've just been live on Twitch.
Oh, nice one Daily, very nice. I have been trying to contact my bank because for some reason, apparently some people have said that the rocket will go boom. Are they
Daily
mad?
CFC Focus said I got 39 followers.
Nice, fair enough, that's good. It's a good start. So, we are looking at the weather around the area. Now,
Daily CFC Focus said bank issues.
yes, I've had bank issues with the pre-order of my iPhone. I have had some issues, but I believe we should be okay by tomorrow. Basically, my bank's fraud department declined the payment because obviously, they thought it was fraud. So that's fine. We'll get that sorted. Pretty easy. I mean.
Daily
Ooh.
CFC Focus said someone ordered all 14K of iPhones new.
Fuck you. Now that's a lot of iPhone. But yes, we are here today for the Northrop Grumman resupply to the ISS. And I'm just going to quickly mute myself. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to get some...
Daily CFC Focus said you know Brandon Butch.
Brandon Butch. No, I do not know Brandon Butch. Doesn't ring any bells.
Daily CFC
right.
Focus said it's him. Daily CFC Focus said on YT.
Nope, I do not know anyone via that name. Right, left screen. So
Daily
here we
CFC
go.
Focus said you know Frankie's restaurant.
No, I know Frankie's Fish and Chip Shop. Very local.
Daily CFC Focus said one on Stamford Bridge.
Nope, I have no idea, Daily. But anyway, back to the rocket. We are here for the Northrop Grumman resupply mission. This is a cargo supply to the ISS. The Cygnus spacecraft is what will be the payload for today. And they've made a few little tweaks with this cargo this time, the actual payload. They have managed to make it slightly larger, and still the performance of the Falcon 9 allows it to do a return to launch pad landing, which is super cool. Launch pad? Landing pad. So yeah, there's going to be a nice return to landing pad, even though the payload is now bigger and heavier. This is taking 5 metric tons of cargo to the ISS. Let me just get rid of this. Like loads of little bugs flying around me at the moment, so I might itch my head a little bit. But yeah, so it's going to be landing zone 2 because obviously landing zone 1 is now out.
Daily
of...
CFC Focus said it is.
Nice, okay, fair enough. Landing pad 1 or LZ1 is now out of action for SpaceX. NASA and what was it, Kennedy Space Center or whatever, whoever owns the land has basically now leased it to some other rocket companies.
Daily CFC Focus said going there after match.
Nice, fair enough. So what I am going to quickly do is we're going to turn that off. Let me just move this over here. So whether there's a little bit of weather, really bad weather.
Daily CFC Focus said going to get the new third kit in real person. What name I get?
Nice. What name do you get? I get Frank Lampard. I don't know why, but that name has been stuck in my head for a while now. Sorry guys, I've had to... Oh my god, what's happened to my... something has happened to the...
Daily CFC Focus said I'm getting Liam Delap maybe.
Right, okay, why did that just decide to pop up?
Daily CFC Focus said with the Prem badges.
Fair enough. Right. So we have about 7 minutes until the start of SpaceX's stream. I'm also trying to eat my well.
Daily CFC Focus said eating.
I have a cheese, ham, cucumber, mayonnaise sandwich. That is my nice bit of food that I've wanted. I did have lamb steaks earlier, but I wanted a bit more. You know when it's just like you just haven't had enough food?
Daily CFC Focus said it's £100 for kit.
Bloody hell. 100 quid for the kit, that's mad. But guys, I do have something new to show you. Right, let's hopefully this works. Yes, it's working. Right, okay. Ignore the mess. It's very messy. Now, get the real one. Look, guys, look what I have. I have a no, what's this? I can't remember now. This is like a 1/100th scale Starship. Look at that, guys. So, we have the Starship itself. We have the... So, we have a actual tower with movable chopstick arms. It's a little bit stiff at the moment, but I've got to oil it up a little bit. There we go. We've got the OLM. Original OLM. It looks amazing. What I am going to do, guys... Yeah. So what I actually do want to do with this is actually turn it into a water deluge. I want to actually make it like into something, into like a frame, so I can actually put water through it and have like water spraying up from underneath. I think that would be so cool. And then I'm going to get some cables and do the chopsticks. Fair enough. So yeah, we do the Starship like that. So we got the launch table and tower there. And then we have the actual Starship. So this is V1. So you can see there, this is V1. It is very realistic. It's got the engines in the bottom, which looks super cool. The flaps do not move. I almost broke one earlier. And then the booster looks very cool. It's not quite as good as the 3D printed one, as in these don't fold out. Oh no. No, this is not Etsy. This was actually, I'm quite surprised with this and the quality. This was from Temu, which I'm shocked about. I always sort of slated Temu a little bit, but this was pretty decent for the price. So this is V2 booster, and V1 Starship. And it just sits. There we go. It just sits in there like that. So it shows actually the scale of Starship to Saturn V, because actually Saturn V is the same scale, I believe. I'm pretty certain that the Lego Saturn V here is the same as the Starship. I'm pretty certain. But yeah, no, that's something I've picked up recently. So that is a very cool item that I'm kind of glad I got. I got it for a bit of a discount, but not much of a discount, I will say. Right, we are moments away, guys, from the start of their stream. I've got drink of the stream is lemon and lime fizzy drink. Oh yeah, guys, subscribe now. Help us reach 2,000 subs by the end of the year. That is my goal, is to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Come help me make it possible. And also, guys, oh, okay, that did work. And also, if you guys want to support me, I do have 2 membership areas. I have Launchpad Legends. You get access to videos early. I am going to start doing some members only live streams, so just fun little content. Maybe actually even at my workplace, watching me cook some stuff or something like that. Usually be on a day where my big boss is in, because she's a lot cooler. But yeah, so we have that one. And then we also have our second tier, our highest tier, which is Orbit Overlords, which you get special emojis in the chat, such as ones like this. Let me see, I can do both of them.
A Wild Tubblesmeister said, here comes one of your Orbit Overlords.
Hey, hello Tubbles, welcome.
The
Yes.
Gaming Astronaut said _liftoff : _astronaut.
Okay, well, that clearly didn't work. But yes, we have our 2 tiers of support. If you you don't have to give me any
Daily
money.
CFC Focus said, ready for the Chelsea vs Liverpool Legends game. Build cap, scarf, t-shirt, coat, jeans, soccer ball. Who's excited? That's what I'm wearing, all Chelsea branded.
Oh God, oh God, I feel sorry for you, Dave, if you're dressing like that. But yes, so you don't have to pay us any money. If you just simply subscribe, that is helping us out way more than anything else. Stick around and watch the streams. That is literally all I need, guys. So yeah, I mean, please.
A Wild Tubblesmeister said, whoops, drop the phone.
If you do want to help me get some money, I need to fix my PlayStation controller after breaking it, so any donations will be taken with great what's the word I'm trying to find, great kindness or whatever, something like that. Right, let me get the audio for you guys. Here we go.
A Wild Tubblesmeister said, oh feck, my apologies.
Right, where the hell? Here we go, guys. Right, I need to turn that down a bit because that is blaring in my ears. I'm liking this tune. These tunes are good. Right, oh, almost dropped a cucumber. Right, what I actually want to do, Oh, here we go, guys.
Max Q. Stage separation confirmed. Landing burn.
Successful spacecraft separation.
Cygnus capture complete.
Here we go. So this is what's going up, guys. The Cygnus spacecraft.
We're a live view of Falcon 9, scheduled to lift off at 6:11 p.m. Eastern Time from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. Thanks for tuning in to today's coverage of Northrop Grumman's next commercial resupply services mission, NG-23, to the orbiting laboratory.
Oh, that's
My
on.
name
That's
is
the
Tyler
building.
Lindquist, and I'm a Starlink business analyst here at SpaceX. Today's mission marks SpaceX's sixth.
There we go.
mission
Now we
to
can have the
International
Occupy
Space
Mars
Station this
properly.
year, following NASA's CRS 32 and 33 resupply missions.
Right,
NASA's
here we
Crew
go,
10
guys.
11 astronaut missions, and AX-4 on behalf of Axiom Space. Since 2012, SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket has supported operations on the International Space Station, delivering critical science, hardware, and supplies to crew aboard the station with the use of
Why is she going like this?
cargo vehicles. As part of NASA's commercial resupply services contract, SpaceX and Northrop Grumman offer safe, reliable, and cost-effective transportation to and from the International Space Station. In fact,
Man.
Dragon and Cygnus are currently the only
Stage 2 RP1 load is complete.
Oh,
the only two operational U.S. cargo supply vehicles capable of supporting station activities. And today's mission marks the third Cygnus mission.
oh man, look at
SpaceX
that
has
plane.
launched on
That'd be
behalf of
so
Northrop
cool
Grumman.
right now to be up on that
Now,
plane.
at T-minus
Oh,
20 minutes, the vehicle is currently on track for an on-time liftoff. Weather is looking clear tonight. You can see those beautiful blue skies. There's currently only a 10% possibility of violation. And if for any reason we don't launch
And
today,
guys.
we do have a backup opportunity available tomorrow on Monday, September 15th at 5:49 p.m. Eastern Time. And as you might imagine, the crew on board the space
There's
station
quite a
is
lot
busy
of,
prepping for their
um,
upcoming delivery. So for more
rain. So
on
that
those
big cloud we
preparations,
saw
I'll
is
turn it
this
over to
big
NASA's
bit here.
Sandra Jones. Sandra?
Thank you, Tyler, and good afternoon, everyone.
Hey.
From the International Space Station Flight Control Room here at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. It's
Houston,
a full house aboard
Texas.
the International Space Station with 7 crew members living and working at the orbital outpost. The Expedition 73 crew, who you see now on your screen, are being led by Space Station Commander Sergei
Space
Ryzhikov,
Station
but the focus of
Commander.
attention today is the launch of a new Cygnus XL cargo spacecraft to the orbiting lab. The expanded capacity
So
of
this is
Cygnus
basically
XL
an
means
extra,
more room
another
for
ring,
critical supplies
bigger.
and experiments in a single mission, improving efficiency by reducing the number of launches required for a given cargo mass. In fact, the Cygnus XL cargo capability is comparable to the weight of one adult African elephant, 55 refrigerators, or 33,000 apples to feed the crew.
What
on
is
board
it with the
International
Americans
Space
and
Station.
using nothing
Northrop
but
Grumman
just
has
like
named this Cygnus spacecraft
proper
the
weight?
SS William Willie McCool in honor of the NASA astronaut who piloted the STS-107 mission and who perished in 2003 during re-entry in the Space Shuttle Columbia accident. The SS William McCool is poised to deliver over 11,000 pounds of supplies, science experiments, and equipment to the orbiting complex. After Cygnus
So that'll be
departs
just
from the
about
first stage of
coming
Falcon
over
9 today,
America.
the spacecraft will conduct a series of engine firings to increase its altitude to match that of the International Space Station,
Nice.
which will set it up for the start of joint operations between Northrop Grumman engineers in Dulles, Virginia, and the NASA Flight
What
Control
time is
team
it in
here
America?
in Houston. A launch today will bring Cygnus to the space station in the morning hours on Wednesday, where NASA astronauts Johnny Kim and Zena Cardman will be waiting in the
Wait,
cupola,
it takes
set to
that
use the
long?
space station's robotic arm to reach out and grapple the spacecraft that will be installed to the Earth-facing berthing mechanism on the Unity module for a stay
Oh my
of
god,
about
how
5.5
do they
months.
make
Here in
mechanisms?
Mission Control Houston, we are looking ahead to today's launch, but for now, let's check back in with Tyler and Hawthorne.
Thank you, Sandra. Now that is Falcon 9, a 2-stage rocket that is 229 feet tall and is getting ready for liftoff.
Why does she look like she's been crying?
Falcon 9 recently completed its 500th mission overall and has flown more than 100 missions this year alone. At launch, it produces more than 1.7 million pounds of thrust, and rockets like Falcon 9 don't use all of that power just to go straight up. So
Right,
early in
what I'm
flight,
doing.
Falcon 9 will perform a gravity turn. That is a smooth
A
pitch
gravity
maneuver that tilts the
turn.
rocket sideways to build up horizontal velocity. You might hear this call out about 10 seconds into launch as vehicle pitching downrange. And once the first stage completes its portion of the mission, it shuts down and then will separate. A
Wow.
staged rocket like Falcon 9 sheds the booster, so
Yeah,
stage 2
the
and
booster comes
payload-
back
Two
down and
launch
lands.
load has started.
There's a good call out. So that the payload can keep climbing faster and more efficiently. And then after stage separation, today's booster will return to landing zone 2 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. And this particular booster is returning to Earth for its 4th time.
4th time, wow,
And the
okay.
second
It's
stage
quite a
ships
young
over from
booster
there,
then.
powered by a
I was going to say, it
single
looks
reactive
quite
engine,
young because
also
it's
known
not
as the
like,
MVAC. With
it's
its
not very
extended nozzle
dark.
and optimized design, the MVAC drives maximum performance in the vacuum of space. And topping it all off is the payload fairing. That's the carbon composite shell that protects the spacecraft during the uphill trip through the atmosphere.
Ooh.
And about 3 minutes into flight, both halves of the fairing will separate and then parachute back down to Earth. Now, both of our fairing halves have seen multiple flights. One is flying for its 6th time today, and the other is flying for its 3rd. Now, if recovery goes to plan, the fairings will be pulled from the ocean and then prepped to fly again. So much of what makes Falcon 9 remarkable happens in flight. Those stages separating, the first stage landing itself on land or on a drone ship in the middle
Sorry
of
guys,
the
falling
ocean,
asleep
the
there.
fairings parachuting back, all of that to get ready for another flight to space. And getting to space is the first step in building our multi-planet future. So with just over 15 minutes to go, everything is looking on track for launch. We'll continue to provide updates as we get closer to T0. But for now, let's learn a little bit more about the spacecraft that's delivering roughly 11,000 pounds of supplies to the space station.
There we go, so this is going to be the Cygnus spacecraft itself. So this is Northrop Grumman's module. It looks so cool, it really does. Like, if you ever played KSV2, this is what one of the crewed modules actually would look like in real life. Right. I like the tunes. So isn't it crazy that, like, looking at this footage of like people wearing the hair nets, the beard nets, the gloves, the proper gowns, and then you had SpaceX making Starship in a tent in the middle of a dusty field. You know, it's pretty crazy. No. Why have you popped back up? Did I tell that to pop back up? Okay, I think I know what I've done wrong. I just need to pop something up. Ba 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 ba. Damn.
The Falcon 9 team reported on console at T-minus 2 hours and 15 minutes and began their final checks of the launch vehicle and ground systems. Final checkout of the flight termination system was performed at T-minus 1 hour and 45 minutes. Then the chief engineer conducted a technical readiness poll just before the T-minus 1 hour mark. And after that, the Falcon 9 team completed a data review of first and second stage propellant checkouts, as well as avionics and
I've made a
guidance,
problem there,
navigation, and
guys.
control at the T-minus 1 hour mark. Now, unlike the 2 previous Cygnus missions, today's mission does not require late load cargo at the pad. So at T-minus 38 minutes, the team conducted a technical readiness poll and elected to proceed with propellant load and launch. and we're expected to finish loading at T-minus 2 minutes. Since 2013, Northrop Grumman has delivered over 71,000 kilograms of cargo to the International Space Station on a commercial basis for NASA, providing supplies, science experiments, and equipment to the crew aboard the station. Over the last decade, Northrop Grumman has made other improvements to the performance and capabilities of its Cygnus spacecraft to meet NASA's requirements, including adding reboost capability, late load capability, and the ability to conduct secondary missions. Northrop Grumman is also developing
look at that lovely weather, guys,
and docking technology.
How gorgeous is it over in Florida?
Future commercial space stations. And while we continue to get closer to launch, let's take a closer look at the science on today's mission.
We're doing all kinds of really important science aboard the space station, all the way from stem cells and material science. And we're also working at NASA to industrialize low Earth orbit and explore the moon and beyond.
Why is this not? Chemical free.
The ISS is 250 miles above the Earth. The moon is 1,000 times farther than that. And Mars is even 1,000 times further than that. And so we've got a lot to learn, and I'm really glad that we're laying the footwork here on the ISS.
Okay, that was a bit weird, sort of. Very strange sort of numbers there, wasn't it? It's really weird. You can hear like.
We are at T-minus 9 minutes 48 seconds until the launch of the Falcon 9 rocket and the Northrop Grumman Cygnus XL cargo craft, which is delivering over 11,000 pounds of supplies and science experiments to the International Space Station, as you just saw in that video. Science is the prime focus for crews living and working on board the International Space Station, and today's delivery includes materials to produce semiconductor crystals in space and equipment to develop improvements for cryogenic fuel tanks. The spacecraft also will deliver a specialized UV light system to prevent the growth of microbe communities that form in water systems, and supplies to produce pharmaceutical crystals that could treat cancer and other diseases. And that's just a quick snapshot of the science and research launching today. But for now, let's check back in with Tyler and Hawthorne.
Thank you, Sandra. It is T-minus 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and SpaceX team is working with no significant issues. Coming up soon at the T-minus 7 minute mark, we are going to do engine chill on the first stage. So before any propellant flows, the plumbing and engines need to be chilled down. This prevents thermal shock and boil off when the ultra-cold liquid starts moving. And this is what is referred to as engine chill.
Man, I got a really itchy ear and I don't know why.
And then coming up in just over 2 minutes, RP1 loading for the first stage will wrap up, which is going to complete the fuel side of the propellant equation for the booster. We use RP1, a rocket-grade kerosene and liquid oxygen as primary propellants, RP1 for fuel, and liquid oxygen as our oxidizer. And those are loaded separately onto the vehicle. Those propellants are chilled to under 300 degrees below zero. And propellant is loaded late.
That's very, very cold. Very, very, very cold.
Because colder propellants are denser, and denser propellants mean more performance out of the same tanks. So the colder it is, the more mass that you can move.
There are a couple of pop-up showers, guys, around the area. So there's one just west of Orlando.
This afternoon is for stage 1.
It's all moving south.
Complete. We do expect that call at about the 6 minute mark.
Yeah, no, we're going to be fine.
RP1 is densified kerosene or rocket fuel, which will help crew into the cargo into orbit today.
Right, let me see if I can find the boat again. Or the drone ship, I should say. Right.
Engine chill.
Yeah, that's actually Bermuda.
We just heard that call out for engine chill. As mentioned earlier, that is to prevent thermal shock and boil off.
Right,
when
let
the
me see if I
ultraliquid
can find
starts
this.
moving.
Let's see where it's going. Oh no, there's no drone ship, is there? Duh. Oh. Guys, it's
A
too...
wild Tubbles
And
Meister
then in
said
just
weird
under
having a
30
Sunday
seconds, we are
stream.
waiting for
I
that
know,
call out
very,
for stage
very,
one
very
RP1
weird.
load complete.
Very
Once that wraps
strange.
up, that'll complete
Stage 1 RP1 load is complete.
You
There
can
we
tell
go.
because I'm
That
so
completes the fuel
tired.
side of the propellant side of the equation for the booster.
I think they're tired as well. Right, I'm gonna eat my Mars bar bits. Guys, these are so nice. They're
That's
just...
right, Tyler. And coming up
Little
next,
20
we'll
bits
hear
of
the
Mars
call
bar.
for Dragon to configure for terminal count and then transition to internal battery power. And we'll also hear the call out for strong back to retract, and we might get some visuals of that as well. The strong back is the large truss structure you see.
Right,
next to
guys,
the
get your
rocket.
votes in
It's
now.
hinged at the base and connects to the
Because
launch
at T
mount
minus
beneath the
1
very
minute,
first stage.
I will end the poll.
So first, we'll see
And we
the
will see
clamp
what's going
arms
on.
open up around the second stage, and then the strong back will begin to pivot back, slowly swinging away from the rocket. It will reach its full recline by the T minus 3 minutes and 40
All
seconds period. This strong back plays a critical role ahead of launch as it rolls Falcon
As it
9
what?
out to the pad and raises its vertical, as well as stays connected through the final seconds to launch. It provides fuel, power, telemetry, and command connections between ground systems and the rocket.
Ground control to Major Tom.
We'll continue to check through a couple more fueling milestones, including one around the 2-minute mark
Falcon 9 tanks
before
are
flight.
pressing
We
for
will
strong
hear
back
the
There we
trip.
go. So now we are pressing the tanks for strong back
That was the call
retract.
out
So
there.
you'll
It's
see
an
these
indication that we are
little
on track for an
arms
on-time liftoff
are
as
about
the
to
transporter
move
erector will
away
prepare to
from
retract.
the rocket. So they'll open up like pincers. And they will basically
So
start...
we are about 20 seconds away from starting to see those
Start
clamp
moving
arms starting
around.
to open around the second stage at the top of the vehicle.
Right, here we
They
go,
are important
guys.
because they help stabilize the second stage during propellant loading.
Strong back lower has started.
That's it.
We have pretty good views, and so soon we should start to see
Um,
those arms opening up.
I think there you go.
It'll
So
take
one will
about
move,
15 seconds in total.
one will move, and then the other one will move
They're also
after
useful because
that.
they prevent movement in high winds.
There we
and
go.
once they are fully open, which is going to be soon, then the rocket will be fully free at the top.
Yeah, because you don't want to fill your rocket up and it like
Now,
swaying
it looks like
around.
those arms are fully open now, and we should expect the strong back to start leaning back away from the rocket,
Like, guys,
giving it room for liftoff.
People don't realise how large the Falcon 9 is. Like, a person can stand in this little bit here. Like, it is huge. It's 17 feet
Almost
tall,
complete. There it goes.
that bit there.
Now, at this point, both stages are nearly fully loaded with about 1 million pounds of propellant. The first stage will be complete at around T-minus 3 minutes, followed by the second stage, which is expected to wrap up liquid oxygen loading at about T-minus 2 minutes.
Man, this is really, like, shaky. I can't tell what's shaky. Is it where the actual camera? I think that's the camera there. Looking straight across.
Beachnut 985 said the ISS is coming up from the SW right up the eastern coast.
Hello, Beachnut. Welcome to the stream. Yes, the ISS will just soon be
Stage
passing
1
over.
load is complete.
And basically, just as
The
it
liquid
passes
oxygen
over,
loading for the
this
first
Falcon 9
stage
will
was
take off.
completed, finalizing propellant loading for the booster.
I hope you're doing well,
The
Beachnut.
tanks are pressurized using helium, and that helium is chilled too, so it stays compatible with the cryogenic plumbing. During
Damn.
flight, that pressurization helps force propellant into
Is
the
there
engines
something-
as the tanks empty. And then at T-minus 60 seconds,
You can see the
Falcon 9
guide
enters
wires.
startup.
There's like
At that point, the
wires
rocket's onboard
connecting
flight
all
computers will
4
take over.
towers.
From there on out,
And
the
then there's,
countdown
like-
becomes fully autonomous.
So there's one that goes to a square, and then there's one bit that comes in, and it makes an inner square that goes over the rocket. So the rocket basically flies through a square set of wires. And especially if there's lightning, it's more likely to get attracted to the wires
And we
than
are
it is the
hearing-
rocket.
Standing by to hear that call out for stage 2 LOX load to be complete.
Oh,
Stage 2
That will
lock load is
complete the
complete.
prop load for
there
you.
we go.
And right on time, that liquid oxygen for the second stage is now fully loaded, completing prop load for the upper stage. We may also hear a call that Dragon's flight computer is in auto idle.
Here we
You
go,
may notice
guys.
the white clouds venting from around the rocket. That isn't smoke, that's actually condensation.
Don't
and
forget,
is
guys,
expected
subscribe
as the
now to
liquid
help us
oxygen warms
reach
slightly
our
inside
goal
the
of
tanks.
2,000
Gas
subs
boils off, and that
by
gas
the
is-
end of the year. And we're getting super, super close
That
now.
gas is now being vented
So
to
guys,
help manage the
please
pressure. When the
subscribe
vented
and
oxygen
help us
hits the
out.
warm and humid outside air, it instantly condenses
If
into
you
clouds,
have
which you are
any
seeing
spare
visuals
change
of on your
around,
screen
we
now.
have... Oh, hello. I've broken it. Hang on, guys.
As of now, the payload remains healthy and the rocket is tracking no
We
issues.
have two
Weather is green.
member
Falcon 9 has been
areas.
started.
We have Launchpad Legends.
Good call out there.
And we also
Weather is green
have
for a scheduled liftoff
Orbit
at 6:11 p.m.
Overlords.
Eastern time.
So guys,
And we are
if you
heading
have
into
any
the
spare
final moments
change and you
before
want to get a
launch.
little bit of extra content and some special emojis,
Launch director,
join our
go for
membership.
launch.
And we are now go for launch, guys. This is going to be the launch of the NG...
At
what
this
was it?
point, the autonomous flight computers
NG
have taken over the
20
launch countdown, and
23,
stage 1
bloody
and 2
hell.
are
T minus
pressurizing
30
for
seconds.
launch.
That was half of me to say. Here we go. The Northrop Grumman Cygnus XL. The slightly larger
Everything
version.
looking good ahead of liftoff.
Right, I'm going to turn them down because they're
T-minus
going to be
15
really loud.
T
Alright, we
minus
go 10, 9,
9,
8, 7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3, 2.
2, 1. Engines full power.
Here we go,
and
guys.
liftoff. Go Falcon, go Cygnus.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You see though the second
And liftoff.
Vehicle
Falcon 9 and Cygnus take flight.
M1
the
chamber
second
pressure
like
nominal.
The SS Willie McCool
view of
is
the
en route to the International Space Station.
of the
Vehicle
engines.
pushing
That was
downrange.
the
All 9
internal
Merlin
like
engines have lit.
reflection off like the lens, and then I'm guessing it's in like a weatherproof box. So that was just a reflection from inside the camera box. There we go. It's going, guys.
We are currently throttling down to prepare for max Q, which is the point in the mission profile where the vehicle experiences the greatest amount of aerodynamic pressure that
Power
it'll
and
see
telemetry nominal.
on ascent. Max
Nice.
Q
Look
is
at
reached when
that.
the air density of the atmosphere decreases faster than the increasing speed of the rocket. So look out for that call out, which we're expecting to hear shortly.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Woo! Supersonic, guys. Man, look at that. It looks so beautiful.
And there's that call out for max Q. Now, coming up next are several events that are going to happen in rapid succession. First is main engine cutoff, stage separation, stage 1
I may have
flip,
forgot to close the
second
poll.
engine start, boost back burn start, and then fairing separation.
Daily CFC
Main engine
focus said
cutoff,
how to
or
check
MECO,
PC
is where all
internet
9
usage.
M1D engines
No
are
idea,
activated.
Dave. No
On
idea.
Falcon 9 first stage are shut down. This
All
is
I know
followed
is
by
this rocket
separation
looks
of the
bloody
first
beautiful.
and second stages. Stage 1 flip is when the booster uses its nitrogen gas thrusters to flip the booster around.
Man.
And a few seconds later, the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite to boost Cygnus to low Earth orbit, and that is also called out as Second Engine Start 1 or SES-1.
Dude, look
After
at that.
Falcon
Look at the
9 first
tracking
stage
on
will
that.
ignite again to orient itself to head back.
So,
to
if
land.
you watch down there,
And
you'll
shortly
see the
thereafter, two
G-force
fairing halves will
in a minute
separate and
will
expose the
start
spacecraft to the vacuum
going
Daily
less.
CFC
we
focus
should
said
be
I
hearing
found it
first
says
of those call-outs in about 10
36.55
seconds
GB
from now.
last 24 hours.
Cool. Right, here we go. Ready? You can see the G-force come right down after main
A
engine
wild
cut off.
Tubblesmeister said yup, that's why we stream these launches.
Stage separation confirmed.
There we go. Oh, okay. It didn't show the G-force. There we go. And stage separation. Boost
And then
back.
startup.
Stage 1.
Boost back burn. There we go. Look at that, guys. Look how beautiful that is. Jeez. And you can see in the right-hand corner, left-hand corner, you can see the second stage moving away from the first stage, which is now performing its boost back burn in preparation for coming back to land
Fairing
at
separation confirmed.
landing zone 2.
And there we heard the call-outs for all of those events, which again, are
Oh, there we go.
MECO, stage separation, stage 1 flip, SES-1, boost
Oh,
back burn
wow.
start, and fairing separation. And coming up shortly,
Like,
we should
guys,
hear a call
you
out
got to
for
think, this
completion
is
of the boost back burn on the Falcon
115
9 first
kilometers
stage. This
high.
burn, which will last
The
in
second
total about
stage
50
is
seconds,
120
is the first of
kilometers
three
now.
burns that the booster needs to go
That
through
is
in
some
order to make its way
fucking
back
good
to landing zone 2.
tracking. That really
at
is.
Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. So there was the successful boost back burn on the Falcon 9 first stage.
Damn, look at that,
If you're
guys.
just joining us, you're watching live coverage of Northrop Grumman's Commercial Resupply Services 23 mission to the space station. We had an on-time liftoff at 6:11 p.m. Eastern Time from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station.
Damn, that's beautiful. So that is basically
Now, in
cancelled
order to make
out
its
its
way back to
original
land today, the
trajectory,
Falcon 9 first
and I
stage
pushed
has
it
2
back
more
to
burns
where
to
it was
execute.
coming.
Next up is the entry burn, where 3 of the Merlin engines will reignite. This
So at the
helps
moment,
slowly
they're shooting
down
for
as it
the
re-enters the upper part
ocean,
of
for the
gas.
ocean at the
And
moment.
following the entry burn,
So they're going for the
booster will
ocean.
go through its landing burn, and this
It will
is
do a
single
landing
engine
burn,
that brings
and then
down
it
the
will
vehicle's
glide
speed
that back.
rapidly in order to land back
As
on
we've
Earth.
seen, we've done it with
And we should be
KSP.
hearing the call out from
We
the
have
entry burn
glided
in
the
about 2 minutes.
booster. Quite,
During
you
the
can
entry
get
burn,
an
Falcon
aggressive,
9 is
quite a bit
decelerating
of
by
glide
firing
out of
its
it.
Merlin engines, but the vehicle is still
Here it
moving
comes,
very
guy.
fast. And this causes it to fly through Merlin's exhaust gases, which are also known as
Man, that is
wax
gorgeous
plume,
tracking.
which deposits a layer of soot on the vehicle surface. And that's why our flight-proven vehicles look the way that they do. This soot comes from the carbon-based fuel that Falcon 9 uses, and with
So
each
them little
flight, the
puffs
soot builds
are
up a little
the
bit more
reaction
outside
control
the vehicle.
thrusters, just getting it into like
We are still more than a minute
the
away
right
from the beginning
angles,
of the entry burn.
because
As
at
you
the
can see
moment
from the
it's still
telemetry
in
on the bottom of
space.
your screen, the second stage is still
So there is
picking up
no
speed and is
atmospheric,
carrying signals to orbit.
you know,
On the right
properties.
side
The,
of screen, you can see that
grid
engine
fins are
burn, and
not
on the left
taking
side, you can see
any
the first stage
sort of
decelerating and
input
making its
as
way
of
back
yet.
to Earth. Now you might have noticed on the left-hand side of your screen that Falcon 9 is equipped with those 4 hypersonic grid fins, which are positioned near the top of the first stage. Stage 1 is using nothing but those grid fins for steering as it returns to Earth.
Yeah.
They orient the rocket during re-entry and guide it during its descent back down to Earth.
It's very, very cool. Man, look at that.
Reusability
The second
is the
stage
key
is
to
already
lowering
at
the cost of spaceflight, enabling more
219
investments in critical
kilometers
space
high.
infrastructure. The Falcon 9 first stage that is supporting today's
That's
mission
pretty
is
mental.
performing this entry its 4th time.
Ooh.
And the payload fairings are also flight proven, with one half flying for its 6th time.
Daily
and the other
CFC
half flying
Focus
for its
said I
3rd
dare
time.
to see your data usage.
Yeah,
We are
yeah.
moments away
No,
from
I
the
wouldn't.
beginning
I
of
wouldn't
that
want to
entry
see it.
burn. You should see the graphics light up as the engines do on the bottom of your screen.
All right, here we go,
Daily
guys.
CFC Focus said PLS.
No, I'm not
And there's
looking
the
at
call out
daily.
for the entry burn start
I don't
on the
wanna see
Falcon
it.
9 first stage. This
Wow,
burn is
look
set to
at
last about
that.
20 seconds, and again is slowing down the vehicle.
So that
in
is
preparation
falling
for its final
through
burn and landing.
Literally the exhaust plume. Like that is the fire wrapping around the body,
These
the
are
underbody of the
incredible-
rocket. Look at that.
Incredible
So now look how
views
it
that we have
tilts.
today. And we
They
also
are
just
trying
heard
to
the call out for
glide.
the
Wild
entry burn
Tubbles
shutdown,
Meister
which is
said
the
not in the
completion of
stream
Falcon
anyway.
9 first stage
Yeah,
entry
there's
burn.
a rocket only
Coming up
stream.
next will be the first stage
Maybe on
landing
the
burn, which is
GTA
gonna
one.
Start a little over a minute from now.
Look at that. Look how much it glides, guys. So it is coming down like
So
this,
soon we'll have
but
that start of the
almost
landing
like
burn of the
almost
first stage. This is the
vertically.
final burn of the
No.
Falcon 9 booster
Oh.
used to reduce the speed of the vehicle for a gentle and
Why is it
precise landing.
buffering? Oh
Check out
man,
those
look
incredible
at
views as it
that,
comes down.
dude.
FTS has saved. Stage 1 transonic.
Dude, that's freaking insane. Oh, we got a little bit of heating there. Wow, if that was in focus.
Stage 1
There you go.
landing burn.
You just heard the call out for the landing burn start. on the
Oh,
Falcon 9
that's
first stage.
beautiful.
Again, this is the final burn that this booster will see before landing.
Wow. Okay, now that's pretty sick. Look at that. There you go. 500, 600 meters, 500 meters, 400 meters,
Stage 1 landing like
200, 100 meters, and touchdown.
And that
Damn,
was
that
another
was
successful
so
landing of our
good.
Falcon 9 rocket.
has entered terminal guidance.
This is
That
the
was
fourth
so
launch and
cool.
landing for this first stage.
Stage 2 FTS has saved.
Coming up at around the 8.5-minute mark, we should hear a call out for second engine cutoff 1 or SECA 1.
That was
which is
so,
when the
so
MVAC
cool.
engine on the second stage shuts down. That'll conclude the roughly 6-minute burn by this engine needed to get Cygnus into the proper orbit for eventually intercepting the International Space Station.
Dude, that was a sick tracking. That really was. Oh, and
MVAC shutdown.
MVAC shutdown. There we go. 252 kilometers in altitude.
Beachnut 985 said thanks for your work.
Thank you very much, Beachnut. Thank you for joining me. Dude, that was so cool.
So, at T+8 minutes and 57 seconds into the mission, and the second stage has one last major task,
Ooh,
and that's commanding
nice.
separation of the Cygnus spacecraft in just a few minutes from now.
Alright, so we should get payload deploying any minute. And then I'm guessing that's going to be the end of the stream. It's a shame it's raining here because this would be coming over my place. And I don't know where the...
A Wild Tubblesmeister said thanks Beachnut, we appreciate the kind words.
It's Northrop's tradition to name each Cygnus spacecraft after an individual who has made significant contributions to human spaceflight. The NG-23 Cygnus spacecraft is named in honor of astronaut William or Willie McCool. McCool was an astronaut and naval aviator who piloted the 2003 Columbia spacecraft and lost his life during the mission. His naval career included over 2,800 flight hours in 24 aircraft and more than 400
That's a lot of hours.
residents. After being selected by NASA to become an astronaut in April of 1996, he reported to the
I was going to say, is that the ISS? But it's not. It's clearly ice
he completed 2 years of training
floating away.
and evaluation and was qualified for flight.
It's a lot of ice, actually.
Willie McCool's space
Oh,
flight
there goes a
career
bit of ice.
reached its pinnacle with his role as pilot of STS-107 aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia. The mission, which launched on January 16th of 2003,
The Merlin engine just looks kind of weird.
with the crew conducting approximately 80 experiments over a 16-day period. Tragically,
Like
the
going
mission ended
from-
abruptly on February 1st,
Going
2003,
from,
when Columbia disintegrated during re-entry, just 16
Raptor.
minutes before the scheduled landing.
Why does she
resulting in
look
the
like
loss
she's
of McCool
crying?
and his fellow crew members. In all, he logged 15 days, 22 hours, and 20 minutes in space. In recognition of his exemplary service and sacrifice, McCool was posthumously awarded the Congressional Space Medal of Honor, the NASA Spaceflight Medal, the NASA Distinguished Service Medal, and the Defense Distinguished Service Medal. Willie McCool's legacy endures.
Do you reckon
through
she's
his
like-
Wild
contributions to
Tubblesmeister said she's
aviation
talking
and
about
space
astronaut.
exploration.
Yeah, about
NG-23
The guy-
is the first mission using
one of the
Northrop
guys
Grumman's
died
Cygnus
on
XL configuration of its Cygnus
Columbia.
line of cargo delivery vehicles.
Do you reckon she's
The
like
cargo capacity
personal
of
connection
Cygnus
to
XL
the?
is 5,000 kilograms, which is 33% greater than the
Because she
previous version.
generally seems quite
The
upset.
expanded capacity of Cygnus XL means more room for critical supplies and experiments.
A
in
Wild
single mission,
Tubblesmeister said he
improving
died.
the
I think that's
efficiency
why she's
by
getting
reducing the
upset.
number of
Yeah,
launches
he
required
died on
per
the
given
Columbia
cargo mass.
accident. I reckon she's got like a
For those
personal
of you just
connection,
tuning in,
probably.
You are watching live coverage of Northrop Grumman's Commercial Resupply Services 23rd mission to the orbiting laboratory. Following separation, Cygnus will have a nearly 40-hour transit to the space station, where the station's Canadarm2 will grapple Cygnus, and the spacecraft will attach to the Unity module's Earth-facing port for cargo unloading. Cygnus will be joining
Oh!
the CRS-33 SpaceX
I saw something
Dragon
down there.
spacecraft, which docked with the space station on August 25th, as well as the Crew 11 Dragon,
What was
which
that?
arrived on August 2nd.
So that's
Northrop
ice.
Grumman and
That's all ice
SpaceX
floating
have a
around
long
there.
history of supporting the International Space Station with cargo missions like today's. SpaceX's first commercial resupply services, or CRS mission, CRS-1, launched in 2012 and made history by restoring
Wow.
America's capability to deliver and return cargo to the station.
2012, is
The
that
Cygnus
when it was?
spacecraft has been visiting the ISS since 2013, and the first Cygnus CRS mission, Orb-1, launched in 2014.
Wow.
Cygnus has delivered more than 71,000 kilograms
It's
of
been
equipment,
that long,
science
guys.
experiments, and supplies to sustain the ISS astronauts under NASA's Commercial Resupply Services contracts. The CRS partnership has helped build a strong American commercial space industry that will soon take us to destinations beyond low Earth orbit. In fact, these missions are providing
Oh, wow.
critical learnings that will help us develop a human presence
I
on
think
the
there's
moon
some
and
real,
Mars,
like,
which will require a
frosting
steady supply
going around
of
here.
cargo missions in order to grow and to thrive.
Man, this is quite a long like payload
As a
deploy.
quick correction, it's actually a 60-hour transit to the station.
I was going to say, because it's arriving Wednesday
We're currently at
lunchtime.
T plus 13 minutes and
Their
37
time.
seconds,
So,
and we're expecting
this
to clear
time
the
Wednesday.
call-out for payload deploy at around the T plus 14 minute and 40-second mark.
Ah, right.
As a reminder, this is SpaceX's 6th mission headed to the International Space Station so far this year, following NASA's CRS-33 and CRS-32 resupply missions, NASA's Crew 10 and Crew 11 missions, and Axiom Mission 4 on behalf of Axiom Space.
Nice.
Following separation, Cygnus will have that 60-hour transit to the space station, where the station's Canadarm2 will grapple Cygnus, and the spacecraft will attach to the Unity module's Earth-facing port for cargo
So there's small,
unloading by
like,
the
little
Expedition
RCS
73 crew.
control thrusters that have been firing off, because that's what's causing, like, the light. When you see it reflect off, it's literally just the light reflecting off the
We should be hearing that call out shortly
RCS.
for
There you
payload
go.
deployment. Spacecraft.
Signal
Alright.
separation.
There we go. Oh, wow.
And there you have it, a successful spacecraft separation. The Cygnus spacecraft is now on its way to the International Space Station, and as mentioned, is expected to arrive
So there's
about
lights.
60 hours from now. With successful separation, that's going to do it for me here in Hawthorne. Be sure to check out spacex.com/launches for a schedule of our upcoming missions. And when you're there, check out our new departure board featuring our upcoming launches
Woo!
with details such as the mission name, launch and landing site, and liftoff time. In the meantime, Sandra, tell us what's next for Cygnus.
All right.
Thanks, Tyler, and welcome back into the International Space Station Flight Control Room here at the Johnson Space Center in Houston. Next up will be the deployment of Cygnus's solar arrays, scheduled to begin at a mission elapsed time of 2 hours and 29 minutes, and should
Woo!
take about 45 minutes to be completed. Once those arrays are deployed, we will provide an update on the International Space Station blog with the latest news. But joining me now is G. Patel, the manager of the Mission Integration and Operations Office, and he's here
That's
today
weird.
to
It's a
discuss
different
the
kind of,
launch
like,
of Cygnus a little bit more.
holder.
So, G, how significant was
So it's
today's
almost
launch
like,
of a larger Cygnus spacecraft, and
if
how
you have,
valuable
like,
is this for
a
continued
cake
space
tin,
station operations?
you have, like, it sort of
Hey, thank
latches
you,
in.
Sandra. You know, all of our missions are critical, but this particular mission is even more so critical. You know, NG-22 was scheduled to be launched in June, and we had an issue with that spacecraft
Oh,
during
wow.
a shipping incident, and so we weren't able
Oh,
to get that mission
yeah, this
launched.
was the one that got
and so the
bumped.
NG team has done a phenomenal job accelerating this mission 4 months.
Because they
to be
literally,
able to
like,
get,
it
this
fell
launch
over
off
or something.
today.
Like, the shipping
This is a
container
different variant,
moved,
as you guys
and it
have highlighted.
bumped the
It's
side of the
Cygnus
shipping
XL,
container.
is what they call that. It has 33% more capacity to launch cargo, and it's extremely important. There's a lot of critical consumables, supplies, food, water, air that we need for station to maintain habitability of crew. And then also we've got critical science that we also have on this mission. And so, you know, we consider this really important to be able to enhance and expand our capability to launch more cargo. But in addition to that, you know, there's other functions that the Cygnus is going to serve. You know, it's certified for 200 days to be a
Damn.
ISS. And, you know, with that, you can do some other operations, like what we call extend the lab. So, you know, there's powered locker capability that's on the spacecraft, and so we are able
Why does
to
this guy sound like he's out of breath?
within the spacecraft while it is with ISS. In addition to that, you know, we obviously like to dispose or remove as much as we're bringing to station to maintain stowage and keep things habitable, and so the 200 days helps us as the crew is accumulating trash for us to be able to stow that.
Nice.
And then also the spacecraft has a payload on it post ISS that it's going to perform a demonstration. It's called Palomino, which will demonstrate some electric propulsion technologies. And so all of this, you know, these capabilities are really important to the overall mission.
Thank you. Very insightful information. Now, if you would, at this hour, the crew is, of course, asleep on board the International Space Station, but can you outline for us the upcoming activities for the crew on board as they prepare for Cygnus's arrival early Wednesday?
Well, they're getting loads of trash ready.
Yes, certainly. So as you highlighted, Xena, Cardman, and Johnny Kim are going to be our robotic operators, and so in prep for arrival of Cygnus on Wednesday.
So it's being
they're
caught,
going to
guys,
be
by the
conducting,
Canada arm,
onboard
which
training
is a very, very
to prepare
cool.
for the robotic operations. In addition to that, on Tuesday, the day prior to the capture and berthing of the vehicle, they'll be preparing the Node 1 Nader hatch of the Unity module to be able to berth this capsule. So, you know, for Xena and Johnny, they'll be busy with those operations, but then the rest of the crew will be conducting critical science. We've got ongoing time-critical science, human research, biological science occurring, and so
What the hell is
crew
happening
will
with the
remain busy.
bloody...
You know, the crew also has to maintain their health with exercise and other things, and
I have
keep
no
their
idea what's
systems,
going on there.
up to operations, and so there's routine maintenance activities as well. So
I think I've
and then
messed
in
something
prep
up.
for, you know, 11,000 pounds of cargo arriving, we have to conduct the operations with a certain choreography. And so the teams, the crew will be also looking at the choreography in advance, so that they have understanding of how we're going to stage the cargo, and how we're going to, you know, dispose of it, of the trash that we need to remove from station.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much. We are certainly looking forward to Cygnus's arrival on Wednesday. We really appreciate you taking some time to join us today. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Damn. Wow. I'm guessing that is the end of the stream.
And with that, we will wrap up our launch coverage of
There you
Northrop
go.
Grumman's 23rd Commercial Resupply Services mission. Cygnus now on course to be captured at about 5:35 a.m. Central or 6:35 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday morning. Live coverage of rendezvous and capture will begin at 4 a.m. Central
wild
or 5
Tubbles
a.m.
Meister
Eastern,
said spooky.
followed by
Yeah,
coverage of
isn't-
Cygnus's installation.
This is
to
what
the
happens
space
when
station
NASA do
at 7
live
a.m.
streams. There's a
Central
bit
or 8
like
a.m. Eastern.
gappy.
In the meantime, you can learn even more about this mission on the web at nasa.gov/commercial resupply. Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll see you back here Wednesday morning. But for now, this is Mission Control Houston.
Alright, well there you go, guys. That is the end of this rocket launch. That has been a successful rocket launch. Now guys, next week, Sunday, 5 p.m, we will be releasing a new video where basically we're going to be talking about the week's rocket launches. So it'll talk from Sunday to Saturday rocket launches, and then obviously the next one we'll talk about the one from Sunday. There you go. So that that was a bit of a long-winded way to say it. It's going to be I can't even talk, guys, honestly. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. Join me tomorrow for a GTA stream, guys. We're back to GTA. Hopefully I do not
A wild
smash.
Tubbles Meister said excellent idea, look forward to them.
Yes, we will see. We will see how good they are. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Join me back here tomorrow at 9 p.m. BST for GTA 5 online shenanigans. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'm Lee. Fly safe, land safe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.